those who see it now and those who see it later, what's happening, what it is, what it ain't, what it gonna be like. Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Another live on this summer sultry day. Sultry, I say. Oh, it's 95. That's why I'm feeling like that. I'm like, man, it's so. Yep, every day hitting 100. Every day hitting 100. Please believe it. It is real in the A. It is so real in the A. Please believe it. My goodness. Oh man, I was live earlier. Got me a good walk on. I don't even know. Let me check my miles. Yeah, appreciate all the walking, honestly. I would prefer getting it outside, looking at the rest of nature, the rest of nature. You know what I mean? All my fellow mammals, feel me? You know, but yeah, walking around the store sucks, especially when people get picky, and they always do, especially them big orders. Oh my gosh, every freaking time. They always get so particular. People be like, oh, they don't have that. The ones people, you know what? I get annoyed every time I get somebody who is obviously a coffee drinker, which most people are, but you know, especially some people, especially are coffee addicts. Man, I ought to wait to say this. I need some people in here so I can get all them thumbs up on what I'm about to talk about. I'm just gonna wait to get them up in here. Hold on, I'll be back when y'all act right. You know what I mean? Because y'all need to act right any damn way. Get my music going and shit. I can't hear it live, but. Uh-oh, wait a minute. It might let me do it. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I just said bump it, I want it. You know what I think it is, though? I do have this new chord. It's not a new chord, but it's a chord I haven't used. I replaced my other chord that I've been using. Oh, hell yeah, we about to work out today. I can play my music. Oh my gosh, yes. What? Now let me make sure my GPS working. And my GPS, oh man, it's on. It's on. Chickadee check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself. Cause talking dumb is bad for your health. Oh gosh, here they come. Let me calm them down. Subscribers only in the chat. Subscribers only in the chat. Before you wreck yourself, see I'm bad for your health. I come real stealth, dropping bombs on your mom. Oh, alarms. Alpine. I ain't got no endo cause I don't smoke though. Some pain. And no, I'm not the butler. I'll cut you. Oh man, I've been waiting to be able to do this. All I needed was a new chord. That's all I needed. It was the chord the whole time. Anybody who's been watching my older videos know what I'm talking about. I used to sometimes go live and play music, but you know, because I don't care on the live. It's like, whatever, man. They're going to throw the copyright. All I care about is I'm going to get me some subscribers. Y'all get to know me. I get to know you, whatever. We just vibe out. I worry about copyright when I'm doing, you know, edited videos and shorts. Because on lives, it really don't matter. It's because people don't even look at them after you post them. If they ain't in it while you doing it, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. AK-47 assault rifle. Watch out now. All right, so anyway, as I was saying, I was talking about doing these orders, right? And the biggest annoyance with people when I know they're a coffee drinker, they be so, as soon as I see something coffee related in the order and I got a shot for it, I'm like, oh Lord, here they go. Because if anything, because first of all, they're all addicted to the same stuff. They all love the same extra sugary diabetic creamers, and I mean diabetic cream. Y'all ever looked at the sugar in them damn creamers per serving? See, most people don't understand what per serving means. They don't read none of the stuff. They wait till they in the doctor's office to be told they have to read this stuff. Read the back of the damn label and understand when it says I don't know, 35 grams of sugar. You know, in a day you're supposed to only have like 32, right? That's in a day. But if it says per serving 52 grams, how many servings per thing? You know, it might be 4 servings. Hell, some people gonna put a serving in a cup of coffee. So yeah, do the math, you know what I'm saying? And then all day they eating other junk. You know, they just junk food junkies. And what cracked me up is the people who think they healthy, they may not eat certain kind of candy and stuff, but they may as well be eating candy, because when they finish dressing up they drink, man, that's a dessert. That ain't no damn, that is not coffee anymore. It's a dessert. It's a liquid dessert. Drinking a dessert, man. So anyway, there was some creamer that they didn't have. I'm almost finished with this order. Mind you, we have to get out of the store by a certain time. Wait for some more people to come up in here. I'm gonna finish my story. For your help. 93, baby. I was graduating high school. What y'all know about that? I keep them going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep them going under. So as I was saying, there was a creamer they wanted, and they were out of it. And as soon as I knew that they were, I said, God dog it, they ain't going it. Because I already know what's going to happen, right? As soon as you say, here's the other thing. Here's a tip for anybody who orders groceries online, okay? And it's through an app where people shop for you, okay? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. It done took away my music just that quick. I did something I shouldn't have done. Let me get my music. There we go. There we go. So as I was saying, if you order your stuff online, right, just don't be that jerk off that thinks everything got to be there because you're spoiled and you want everything that you order. Like you just think everything's supposed to be there just because you want it. That ain't how it works. Things do run out. And when people do the substitutions in the app, I've learned, don't ever substitute. I used to be the person that would take the suggestions of the app. They say substitute with this, substitute. I don't do that no more because people want that specific brand. And if it ain't that, they don't want it. And I get that because I'm like that about some things. But this is why you got to be like, look, you're ordering it through an app. You didn't get your lazy ass up off the damn couch and go get it yourself. So guess what? You get what you get if you let people do the substitutes. So don't be mad at people when they don't do the substitute. Because what I do is I don't do no substitute unless you suggest one. You have to write, because they have a thing people text. You have to text in the app and say, hey, if you could, and be nice about it. If you start off like, yo, if you could, I'll take any spring water they had. Like one lady, that's what she said. They didn't have the water she wanted. I said, even though it was video, I ain't going much time. And let me tell y'all something. The clock is ticking. If you mess around and you don't get that order finished by a certain time, right now, I'm on the clock. If I don't get it there by a certain time, because I was so busy running to get somebody's favorite creamer or substitute some creamer or get that other water they had to have and all this other bullshit, when it's 2 houses that you're dealing with, you will lose the order. Or they will lose the order. You won't lose nothing. You still get paid, but you have to take it back to the store, and you do lose the tip because, of course, they're not going to tip you. They're going to pay for they do end up still paying for the trip. That's your gas. But you won't get the tip. And what the hell? Who's out here doing all this work for nothing, right? So, no, it's not the way, y'all. The best way to do it, if you do that, if you order a lot of stuff online like that, always be friendly. Always give your substitutions in the comments. As soon as something pops up that's not being there, or start the order as soon as the person starts shopping, send them a message, say, hey, how you doing today? Hope you're having a great day. Be nice, you know what I'm saying? Be friendly and shit, and you'll get good results. You be all asshole, you ain't gonna. You okay? Play if you want, you know what I'm saying? But because I'm the good dude, there's some folk who will literally throw your shit through your window. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. I'm trying to tell you something. But I'm on the other side of life. I ain't here to cause no issues. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking no issues either. So it's like I'm like, just come correct. That's all people gotta do. But you know, everybody wants to be an asshole nowadays. They think that's funny or something. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know what's going on. Something mentally off with a lot of folks. But you know, if you just say, hey, how you doing today? I know sometimes the items are not there. The only thing I don't care about what you replace it with is this. Like just go down your list and be like, okay, this I have to have that. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just say, you know, exit out. I understand. But if it's something like water and you don't care which kind of water it is, say that. And I appreciate it because then, and know what? No one ever does what I'm saying. I just wish people would because it saves time. It saves time. You know what I'm saying? You just say, yo, I'll take any kind of water. I'll take any kind of whatever this thing is, you know. But it be specific things. Like I get it. Like if it's medication or something, yo, you only want the Tylenol. You don't want the store brand, or you do want the store brand, but you don't want the Tylenol. Whatever it is, specify. It's okay. We'll work it out. Then I can work with you. You working with me. I can work with you. You ain't working with me at all. You just acting all, you know, getting attitude, hitting the comments, talking about they don't have any such and such. Like I remember one time I canceled an order. First time ever. I never had to do this. But this woman got crazy on me. She was in the damn texting part, acting a fool about some Pampers. And I'm an uncle, so I'm trying to sympathize. I know how it is when you could be there with, you know, poo all over everything. I ran out of diapers. I mean, I don't know what the situation might be, right? So I'm trying to be considerate of her situation, right? And I'm like, look, I said, ma'am, they just don't have those. And she's like, are you sure they've got to have them? I'm like, what? They ain't got to have nothing. What you talking about? Like, what? I didn't even say all that. I was just like, they just don't have them, ma'am. I'm sorry. There's no substitutes. I don't see anything. Like, well, it couldn't be no substitute anyway. I only want those. I said, they don't have them. So she's just getting a straight nasty attitude about it. And I just said, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna both have a nice day. I got off. I called the little, you know, they have this thing you can call. It's supposed to be support, and I give them credit. It's whack because it takes forever to get through, but when you do, they will handle the thing. So once I explained the situation, this volatile customer acting a damn fool, I said, I don't want this order. I understand, sir. We don't want you to have to deal with any of this. Because I made it very clear. I said, if you expect me to drop this off, it's not going to be good if I get there and this person come out on their lawn or wherever acting a fool to me. They are so happy. Everybody had a good day, you know? And that's what it is, man. You got to protect your... People be talking about protecting your peace. Hey, that's an active phrase. It ain't just a hashtag. You know, people just love to be all trendy. No, it's real work. It's stuff that no one will ever see online. You know, it's the work that goes on offline. Setting things straight, making sure people understand. There's a boundary here. Please don't cross it. You know? It's real out here, man. It's real. Protect your peace for real. What we got here? Whose song is this? JWN. I never heard of this. Risk It All. Got a little bop to it. Y'all riding with me today.
Ranking E from K1, that's risk it all. His deal, and we still need to
Oh, he pronounces it K1.
So far, so good.
These license plate number names, they kill me with these license plate names. They say KWN, but he say K1 is how you pronounce it. Ah, they kill me.
Because this is Shade 45 Series XM.
All right. No.
Love and more grooves.
More groove. What have you done for me lately? I hope my sound is working. I'm gonna have to look back at this later because I know how it goes. Sometimes I be happy thinking I can do all my things at once, and the signal don't connect on every frequency. It's like my music could be off. My music could be on. I'm hearing it. I got my GPS going. I'm talking to y'all, and then I look back at it, and I ain't got no sound. It's just no sound or whatever. So I don't know if I got sound or not, y'all. If you're a subscriber, hit the chat so I know. You be like, yeah, the sound is good. I need to know. Thanks for the 2 thumbs up too for whoever dropped that. Appreciate you. This is that BS I hate. Start getting these prompts talking about the order will be canceled. That's why I don't be playing with people in the store when people be acting all finicky about a damn coffee creamer or something that they don't even need. And I be telling them, like, look, I can't waste time. I'm on the other side of the store. I'm not going back for no damn creamer. Because I know what happens. This is what happens. You get out here, 2 minutes on the clock, and this order will be canceled probably at 55 or something like that. So it's minutes away. People are just so self-absorbed, they don't think about nothing other than what they want. They don't think, man, oh, that, damn, yeah, maybe I need to stop being so finicky, man. This is the sacrifice of doing it, not yourself doing it, and the money you're paying for it. If you paid for precision, okay, I mean absolute precision, the store would save you. You'd have a cooler at damn store with all your favorite stuff in it, and they damn have that shit ready for you every damn week or month or whatever. You worked out on the money side of it, but you know, it ain't like that yet. I think that's where we're going, though. I think that's exactly where we're going. It's gonna get right to that point. What have you done for me lately? That's the question, baby. Yo. Oh my gosh. I just watched the latest from Mighty Keith, who always, oh, I love hearing my music while I'm live, who always drops the truth, man. Always drops the truth. In most cases, he 99% proof, right? Always on point. So if you don't know about Mighty Keith, I don't know this brother, so this is not a direct, this ain't no paid promotion, nothing like that, man. It's just YouTubers supporting YouTubers, man. Quality stuff deserves to be seen, and I'm always shouting out channels that are worth checking out. One of the biggest parts of what ONYXCON is, we give recommendations. That's a huge part of our history as an organization. We all about the art life, and we want you to live your best art life, and the only way you're going to do that is to know where the art is and know who's creating. And he is a producer of some of the most amazing comedic stuff online about gaming and the gamer culture and gaming worlds and everything. So he starts the video off talking about, of course, what everybody's talking about, GTA 6, right? And he always plays himself as multiple characters, as different versions of his mind, and how he knows people think, not himself per se, but sometimes how he thinks versus how other people think. And he got different characters for every scenario, and they just bounce off of each other with energy. So talking about Mighty Keith, if you don't know about him, great gamer, comedy channel that is hilarious. So bro said, he's talking about how, if people don't know, in come 2028, PlayStation will no longer have anything but digital downloads for video games. This is where the gaming industry is going. They want nothing but stream. That's it. But what people have just woke up to, that I've been saying for freaking years, man. This is why young folk, this is why I put up that video where I showed KRS-One talking about how older people got to listen to younger people and younger people got to listen to older people. The only thing I would have added to that video, as brilliant as KRS-One can be, is young folk have to listen more to older folks. Because even when older folks don't know what they're talking about, it's still the best example of how bad that can be. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a young fool is expected. An older fool is a damn shame. But when you got somebody who does know what they're talking about, who people don't take serious because they so engrossed in their own generational stuff that they don't want to respect the older generation, a lot of times y'all want to label all of us older cats as foolish and don't know what we talking about, and oh man, shut up, you just old. Y'all gonna learn. You gonna learn you can't get some of these feet out your ass when they come. These are perpetual. If you ever saw the joke on the Cedric the Entertainer show with Charles Barkley, and Cedric was playing a doctor that was talking about how Charles Barkley put so many foots and so many asses in the NBA because he was always this enforcer dude beating up everybody. And he showed an x-ray. He said, as you can see right here, the foot is definitely lodged in this person's hand. You can see a foot on the x-ray in somebody's backbone. Like, that's the joke of it. But the reality is, we be trying to warn y'all, man, that the foot of life will be kicking ass daily. It always does. But young folk think they know everything. I've had damn near arguments. I don't argue with nobody. I ain't got time for your silly ass. Where I've told people, I said, as long as you can, get physical copies of everything that you have, that you adore. Because I promise you, I know you feel all snazzy and new and living the life of now. But it's not just the life of now. It's a fabricated reality that steals away the joy you hold so dear. A lot of these things y'all love, and this goes for comic books too, by the way. All right, we all know that you can read the entire Marvel library or Marvel, whatever it's called, the app. You know, I've got the app, and I don't even use it, but I've looked at it. You know, I like to be aware of shit. You know what I mean? I have used it, you know, I had like a digital free copy. You know how they give you a little free things that you can check, you know, they try and get you, and once you read one book, you'll be like, you want to subscribe? I'm like, no, I'm good. I just want to see how this works, you know. And I'm not saying there's anything bad about looking at it that way. There's nothing wrong with digital copies, so don't misconstrue my point. There's nothing wrong with having access to a digital version of something. But when that's the only version of it, that's a problem. And that's what the joke of the you know, Mighty Keith spoof was, that I guess he dropped today. I don't know. I know it's new. But that shit is hilarious because he made the point, like, wait a minute, you mean I won't have access to it if you guys ever wanted to just take it away or what? Exactly, that's what the fuck it means. If they want to literally take your whole damn library from you and blame it on a glitch, we know that it's glitches. Like, have y'all not been through a glitch before? Anybody not been through a glitch? I've been through a glitch. The worst glitches I ever had was freaking dealing with Cyberpunk 2077. I always say the game I married, for better or for worse. I loved it. I still love it. And went through hell with that game. I lost everything twice. The first time was with a bad glitch on one of them patches. The patch didn't connect, and then I come find out a whole bunch of us lost our stuff. It wasn't just me. Did the company, did CD Projekt Red, did PlayStation, did anybody ever send me some money? Did they give me a free access to Phantom Liberty? No, I had to buy that like anybody else. By then I was over it because I was so, you know, emotional and wanting to play. All right, well, Bumpy, y'all gonna get this other money out of me. But it felt weird to spend that 30 whatever it was dollars after what I had been through. Like, you ought to be paying me to play this shit, you know what I'm saying? And get my opinion of it, for the fact that we put up with this and we still out here loving on the idea of it and the brilliance of the art of it. But when you lose something the way I lost that, and you realize you don't have access until you start over, or you could lose everything. That's what you realize. You realize, man, this could happen on another level. Like, what if I just didn't have it? Like, the fact of the matter is, I still had the disc. I could start again. After I got over my emotional fallout of it all, I could still play the game. This is going to, can you imagine? Because people are going to be making money off this game. They already talking about how people are going to monetize everything about this game when GTA 6 drops. Imagine you got a company that literally, you living off of that game. You feel me? And you don't have a digital copy. You don't have nothing but a digital copy. You don't have a CD. You don't have a DVD. And one day there's a major fallout of the system for whatever strange reason, because shit happens when everything's digital. You know, like I tell y'all my stories because I want you to know it ain't happened to you yet don't mean it won't happen to you. If you're living in this time, we're all going to experience any number of the common issues that happen in a digital, technologically driven society. You can get hacked. I've been hacked. You can get your damn accounts jacked up, identity theft, all that BS. I know people who've been through that. I've dealt with levels of that BS. I've seen situations, and ain't nothing worse, because when people who have not shared the pain and haven't went through what you went through, they just don't get it. You know what I mean? They don't take it serious. If everything's peachy for them and they cool, and I mean all my stuff works, they don't want to hear it because they believing in the system until the system fails them. I'm telling you, this is not good. And maybe by the time the game comes out, they'll reconsider and say, you know what, man, we got too many people saying. Like, there's people who so mad, they like, look, I thought I was going to buy this game. There's enough other good games coming out. I don't need this hype. Y'all can keep that shit. At least I can buy a physical copy of this. Like, I tell you already, Wolverine going to have a physical copy, I know. I'm buying that. I'm going to get that game. I'm going to have that box. I'm going to be happy to have that box. You understand? Real talk. You know? Man, can't wait to get that game. And say, yo, look here is the disc. So you gotta understand, if a game does not rely on anything most other than electricity, you can always play. I went through that personally. I'll never forget when I first moved into a new spot. It's been years, many years ago now. And you know how you're trying to get everything set up, you gotta get your Wi-Fi, you gotta get your this. I didn't have Wi-Fi in my spot. So I'm waiting to get it hooked up. Now, I can't make my own stuff. They got to come out, and you know how they do. They send a service person, whoever your provider is. They come to your place. They link it up. They get everything right. They show you, all right, here you go, Mr. Wheeler. We got you all ready to go, man, blah, 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 blah. Right? So, and we all know, if they told you Tuesday, that don't mean they came Tuesday. They'll be there Wednesday afternoon at 3 o'clock. And you'll be like, y'all was supposed to be here yesterday at 8 a.m. You know how they do. You know how they do. So while I was waiting, because there was a line of other people, obviously, at that time, I'll never forget, I didn't have any type of what people used to still, and all this old school folks still say cable, because that's what it still basically is. Everybody say, it ain't no cable. Yeah, it's still cable. You telling me you don't have that little cord that attaches to that thing in your wall that runs to your TV? It's still cable. They just don't call it cable no more. It's still freaking cable. You got an electrical source, and you got that thing that, the jack. I'm forgetting the exact name for the aux cord or whatever. But that is what gives you your source to your box or hub or whatever device you got that connects your TV to whoever your provider is, right? So while I was waiting on my system, I didn't have nothing to watch on TV streaming wise, but I still had electricity. And that's when I remembered how good my DVD collection is. I have so many good movies. So many classic movies. I went through my whole collection for about a month because it took about that long for me to get my stuff hooked up for them to finally come out and get me right. And as a matter of fact, they messed it up. They did something and it didn't really work. Still, they had to come back, do it again. It was a mess. But the whole time, the thing that kept me just, woosah, is I have a DVD collection. So it wasn't like, yo, if I want to see something, I can't not watch anything. Like, literally, imagine you can't watch YouTube, none of that, because it's all, you know how when YouTube go out, you're not connected to the internet. It'll have that little cartoon picture. You're not connected to the internet. Please connect to the internet. And then you realize where you really are if something happens. All you got is electricity. That's why I tell people about electricity. Stop believing in all of this digital stuff so heavily. Because if that goes out, if you lose your electrical source, you have nothing. Nothing. Because most of us, we ain't got solar. I say us because I mean y'all, and I say y'all first because I want to have solar so bad. That's all that's my dream. I want everything solar. You know, the sun ain't going to go out unless these fools, put so much pollution in the sky that the damn sky is blocked out, sun blocked out. Other than that, you're going to have some sunlight. So I want solar every damn thing. This shit. Make all mine solar. Solar and well water. Pay attention. I done gave you what ought to be here forever. Don't let nobody tell you it don't exist. It's bullshit. It still works. It's still the way to the good. Yeah, you can do that. And you can get a fancy modern version of all these things. So, and of course, solar is the modern. But I'm saying when people say well, a lot of people are like, well, yeah, a well. That's where people used to get their water. If they were really doing it, they have, if they didn't have to hike all the way to a river or something to get their water, like that happens too. But people they dig a well. They have well water. It's still the best way, and it's the best water you ever tasted in your life. I'm speaking from experience. It's so good, so damn good. If it's a good well, But anyway, man, this is serious, and people, everybody's making jokes about it and they're funny jokes, but when you get down to the reality of it, man, this game, for it to be the game it is, GTA 6, and for them to be the to be the game setting the standard of there will be no more DVDs. This is a crisis. It's like we letting y'all know from here on we don't give up. When you gonna do, you're stuck. Like, this is really jacked up, and people ain't reacting properly. Like, it's like I don't listen to vinyl records, but I know a lot of people who collect them, and I got a lot of DJ friends. And that came back so strong. If you don't know, it's been around as far as collectors. That's so big that is the only thing you can still find. Like, they killed DVD. I mean, they're trying to kill DVDs. They still got them, but they killed CDs. CDs dead. CDs been dead for years. You can't even go in the damn store and get a CD no more hardly. But the irony of it, they still exist. They still exist. It's just the retailers, when the major retailers cut them, that's a big blow to the market. That sets a standard. And that standard has been made. Now the other, double standard is vinyl made a comeback of all things. That's my parents' era. And their parents' era. I mean, literally, for when it started vinyl. And it's still a medium that is cool, and it does sound like nothing else, and it's beautiful when it's right, and it's like, people take all this stuff for granted till they say, literally, man, look, these people are taking it all. Like, you won't have anything other than what we give you. That's what it's going to. That's what you got to understand about the psychology of it all. Do you literally want a company to dictate after you spent your heart, you worked for it, you say you want to play this game, you can't say you can play it forever if you don't have a device that works with the electricity. That's the number one thing, is the electricity for all these things. But, they don't want us out here with no electricity. That's their whole economy. They got to keep power on. But that don't mean while the power's on that you're going to have tangible items. They want you dependent on whether or not we want you to. I mean, if they want to cut a game off, just imagine if a game has a message in it that these, totalitarian idiots don't want in people's hands. They just don't want people to wake up to what's in it. Because, Lord forbid they wake up. Lord forbid they remember the real meaning of the word woke and stop playing with it. Okay? And embrace it for what it's supposed to be, awareness. Okay? And say to themselves, you know what, man? That's really deep. I mean, think about all the prophetic statements in Cyberpunk 2077 if you play it. That game is chock full of proverbs and lessons and codes to life and everything. Imagine if they was just like, we want you to take all that out, and the company says, no, we will not. And you're like, okay, we'll stop streaming your game. Just period.